Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. We are diving into Little Red Riding Hood, not just a story but as a structure. Using the lens of structuralism, we'll uncover how this tale fits into deeper patterns common in many fairy tales. We'll explore its characters, symbols, and structure to see how this story, like many others, follows a formula that reinforces cultural values and expectations. Now, let's begin. Let's start with the basic formula of most fairy tales. First is exposition. Once upon a time, there was a little girl. This sets the scene and introduces the innocent protagonist. Mission: she's sent to deliver food to her grandmother. It is an act of kindness and duty. Dangerous encounter. A wolf deceives her, representing the classic fairy tale danger. Lastly, resolution. In some versions, a hunter saves her. In others, Red outsmarts the wolf herself. These plot points follow a standard narrative mold we see in fairy tales across cultures. Now, let's look at 6 key structuralist ideas present in the story. First is binary oppositions. Structuralism thrives on binary oppositions. In Little Red Riding Hood, we see good versus evil, Red and her grandmother versus the wolf. Second, innocence versus deception. Red's trusting nature is taken advantage of by the cunning wolf. These oppositions are central to creating tension and delivering moral lessons. Next is the signified and signifier. First is the red cloak. It signifies vulnerability or innocence. Second, the wolf. It signifies danger and deception or evil in disguise. Third is the forest. Stands for the unknown, danger, and the loss of control. Now let's proceed to syntagmatic. Here's a quick breakdown of the story structure. Red is sent to her grandmother's house and she meets the wolf. The wolf tricks her and the wolf eats grandmother and disguises himself as Red's grandmother. Red is deceived and a hunter arrives and saves them. Each step logically follows the next, creating a clear cause and effect chain. Next is the paradigmatic. Structuralism also examines how elements can be swapped. The wolf could be a bear, witch, or any dangerous stranger. The grandmother could be replaced by a mother or aunt. The forest could become a city alley or dark tunnel. The red cloak could be a blue scarf or yellow raincoat. These substitutions don't change the underlying structure. Now let's proceed to meet themes. In this tale, I see several. A mother warns her child, the child meets danger, the danger deceives, and eventually someone is saved or not. These fragments appear in countless other fairy tales, just rearranged slightly. For the last key concept, lang and parole. According to Saussure, lang is the shared system of language while parole is the individual expression. In fairy tales, the lang is the predictable structure. Say for example in this tale, a young girl on a journey, a warning ignored, a trickster, and a heroic resolution. But the parole changes from version to version. In Parole's version, the wolf eats them, no rescue, just a cautionary tale. And in the Grimm brothers' version, a hunter saves the day, and both are expressions of the same underlying system. So, what does all of this tell us? Little Red Riding Hood isn't just a story. It's a structure. It follows a pattern we see repeated in countless fairy tales. These patterns teach, warn, and reinforce the values of the culture that tells them. By using a structuralist lens, we see not just what the story says, but how and why it says it the way it does. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more literary insights.